windows once you go down. You must be crazy if you think that I'ma slow down. Don't wanna hear it talking shit, fuck the drama. Keep it coming, I'ma send you to your mama. Mr. Whip, 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 get the gun down. Dropping bodies.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel, Being a Fine Figure. And today it's a very exciting day for me, little 10-year-old me, because the Techno-Viper, which will be today's unboxing, was the first G.I. Joe that I owned back when it was, the 3 3/4 line back in the 80s. So this is very exciting to finally have a 6-inch version, G.I. Joe classified version. This is pretty cool. I mean, we didn't really have a lot of money, and there was only a handful of G.I. Joes that I did own. The Techno-Viper, of course, being the first one. And then I remember I had Outback, I had Shipwreck, I had the Star Viper. I also had one of the vintage Iron Grenadiers with the little helmet and stuff like that. Kind of looked like a conquistador with a black helmet. And I had Dalton, which is another favorite of mine. And then I also had a Tiger Force Lifeline. That was the scope of my G.I. Joe collection at that time. I did have a few wrestlers here and there and some off-brand He-Mans and the rip-off He-Man figures that they used to have back in the day that you would get at like a Woolworth, or we had a Bradley's in my area, so those of you from New England know what I'm talking about. And then Child's World was around, so stuff like that. And this was Techno-Vipers. I mean, the G.I. Joes, all of my little G.I. Joes went with me wherever I go. Whenever I went back home to Puerto Rico on vacation, they would go with me. Travel back to Boston back at the time. I mean, everywhere I went, I took them. I was, they were my favorite, That's why I say when it comes to Outback, Shipwreck, those were my favorite. Those two went with me everywhere. I even put them in my backpack when I would go to school. So those were my favorite Joes. Pull them out, play with my friends. I mean, those were good times. Those were good times. But to finally get my hands on a Techno-Viper as an adult classified series for the collection, I just had to go ahead and get two. This is probably the only time I've ever had two Joes. I do have other Vipers that I want to get a couple more of to build, but this, I just had to get my hands on two. I'm going to keep one in the box until I can probably, get a good deal and get a couple more. But again, this is very exciting. It brings back a lot of memories. Looking at the accessories on the box, it almost true to what the figure, the 3 3/4 figure, the O-ring figures back then used to have. I know we didn't care much for the accessories. After a while, we ended up losing all the accessories, but the figures, they stayed with me well until I was late teens. Don't know what happened to them. I know they're probably still around my mom's house somewhere, but this is exciting for me. So anyway, without further ado, I can't wait to get this open. We're going to get this. Oh, and by the way, he is 117 in the line. He's got his ranks there. Nice little image there. We are going to get this. Nice picture. We're going to get this figure out of the box, and we'll be right back. All right, now that the figure is out of the packaging, as we do here, we will go over the accessories. It does come with his hydraulic compressor type backpack there. Actually, I think it goes this way, if I'm not mistaken. It's got that little, I forgot what this is. It looks like a little fan light type thing. It's got the 2 tanks there. It's got the ports there for you to pull the holes in there, as you can see. And of course the hose, I like them, it's bendable. It actually feels like a real hose. And it's nice and pliable. I mean, you can do all kinds of stuff where you can pull on both sides, but the details on this is actually pretty good. It's got the nice color there. It's got the straps. Yeah, it's got the little radio there attached to the, molded in there, sculpted in there. And of course, I think this is just to let air, I guess. It's almost like a little fan inside. I know it's not a light, so I think it just, as you use it, it blows out air, almost like a vacuum cleaner or, or something like that, a compressor type thing. And of course, we went over the hose. Again, it's very nice and movable and pliable. It feels like a hose. I mean, you can, I don't know if you can feel that. It's got the little winch. I mean, it ain't nicely done. This is nicely done. This is one of the best ever. And then, of course, all the attachments for the holes. You have like that hammer. If you can get it into focus there. There you go. It's got that automatic hammer there. Nice detail, all one color. Again, they should have put a little more detail onto this. Another tone and a little deco there. And then you've got like the claws or the grips, pliers, a monkey wrench. You can work on tanks and work on his tank and stuff like that. He's got another one with a different opening, as you can see. Some pliers there type thing. And they're all basically the same. No other detail, highlighted color, nothing like that. And then, of course, he also comes with his sidearm, which is actually, this is a nice looking sidearm. I think it has I don't know if the bottom's supposed to be a laser or a light, but it's nicely done. Of course, he's got the peg on the port there, so you can put an effect there. Nicely done. Again, I always stress in every video, it would be nice to put a little color on the handle or something, but it actually is not, it has a lot of sculpt in it, so it actually doesn't look too bad. But I mean, it's all plain and black. It should get a little more color. And then I guess his main weapon, it's almost like a Star Wars type machine gun type thing. It's nicely done. Again, a nice little color there and there would have been nice. It's got that, it's got that futuristic nozzle there at the end. And then you can also port effects on it. And those come, no, the magazines don't peg off. I wonder if this is supposed to go into something. Like, they gave us this peg here, but I don't know. It's not bad. It's not bad. All right. The scope there. At least a little transparency on the scope would have been nice. And of course, he does come with the hologram thing, I guess, for his armpits. It does say tech on it. There's a little Cobra inside, and I guess you have all the little gadgets and all the simulations that it shows when you're trying to look for something there. And it does say tech in there. It took me a little bit to read it, but it says tech right on it, if you guys can see it. It's got that little snake in there, and then of course all the dials and radars and stuff from it. So he's looking and hunting Joes, or doing a little diagnostic on the equipment and stuff that he fixes. So that is pretty cool. I think the original 3, if I remember, did bring the backpack and it brought a couple of the hammer or stuff like that, but they were like gray. I think they were all gray, all one color. And I think that's about it. I don't remember I don't think he had a handgun, or I don't think he had the weapon. Maybe I don't remember. I'll have to look it up. But anyway, but yeah, again, now onto the figure. I mean, dead on. I mean, the purple, the tone is just like that old ring back from 1980s. It's amazing. I mean, they did add a few things to heighten it up, which is kind of cool. But it didn't take away from what the original figure looked like. And they did a great job. Again, I always loved, I mean, probably because I was also a big Star Wars fan, and still am, from the original 3 Star Wars movie. Everything else after that, I'm still on the fence about. So it kind of reminded me of, the Stormtroopers and stuff like that. But this is a great, man. They actually did a great job. The painting, the line, the deco on it, it's amazing. This helmet is nice. I do like the line, colored eyes. They kind of pop with the purple. You got the silver around. It's got the mouthpiece there. I mean, these are great. Now I'm happy I got 2. I mean, the helmet all around, it looks great. They did a great job. And now on to the uniform, the great Cobra. I mean, it got to a point where the one of mine was all scratched out, faded out. But the silver, I mean, it works. You got the hoses, and then the same feel on the hoses. It's the same feel as the rubbery one. So, I mean, they nailed it. That's actually pretty cool. I mean, I don't remember that piece on mine. I know it has that one around, so this might have been a nice add-on there. It's actually pretty good. Might have to go look back at the picture to look at it. Now, this one here, it looks like it might have just hit. They could put a little stress on the back. Or maybe they just didn't color it. I might have to open this one to see if that, or maybe they just in error or something. But it looks like it got just like jammed in there or moved. So, I don't know. Might have to touch that up because it just stands out a little bit. I like the little shoulder pads there. It looks nice. the little dials on them. Nicely done. You got the holes there. Nice little detail there. It would have been nice if we would have put a little silver there on those two little rivets there. And then you got his gauntlets there that have the little, it looks like a map of it's like a button, like a keypad, I guess is where he enters. You touch it in and have the hologram pop up. And tech, I guess, yeah, it goes that way like that. It's actually pretty cool. That's gonna look good. And then, of course, you got more hoses connecting to him. It's got another one back here. This one here just has a whole bunch of shards, I think. Oh, it says Cobra. There it goes. It says Cobra. I can't read the other little small print there. Well, you guys couldn't see. Pay attention to that. Let's see. See, it says Cobra. Let's see. I don't know. Let's see what else it says. I don't know. I can't make it out, but you guys know. That looks nice. It's got the nice belt. It's got this nice little holster there, all attached to one piece. I don't know. Remember who has this? It looks familiar. It's not the Vipers. It kind of reminds. Well, I know Firefly has them. It's tucked to the belt there. It's actually not bad. Actually pretty cool. It stops it from sliding down like some of the other Joes, which I'm okay with that. But the painting, the purple, the silver, the black, I mean, all the dark purple. I mean, that looks great, man. It's nice, nice. Now, I'm not a fan of the joint there. They should have colored the back there purple, or let just the inside of it. Because that kind of sticks out. Yeah, they just missed that one there. That's about it. But if that's the only thing they missed, I'm okay with it. But yeah, they could have just painted it up, just left the middle. And then the boots, typical boots, regular marching boots, I guess. Little mechanic boots, not bad, not much to them. No straps. If they are, they're very light. You can't see any straps or anything, so let's go with slip-on boots. And there it is. That would happen all the time on my other one. That's why it was all chipped and scratched and stuff. But yeah, I missed the gloves there. It's got some nice detail there. Nice little purple there on his trigger fingers there. Yeah, this is great, man. This is amazing. They did a good job. Again, one of the few Joes that I did own as a kid. I had friends. I had a lot. I had friends that only had maybe one or two. But we were happy. We didn't care about stuff like that. We all shared. But this is great, man. Let's put it together, I guess. This is right. Is it meant to be on top? Actually, is it? I don't know. It's hard to tell. But anyway, looks great there. Let's put this here. Let's give him. Oh, actually, let's slide the gun in there. Now this is great, man. Again, this is one of my. It was, I don't know, for some reason I thought it was cool. The purple as a kid, I liked the coloring on it. I thought it was great, and they did a great job. I mean, this is great. Now, do we have a spot for his guns? No, we do not. So he will not be carrying the big gun. Yeah. I feel like it's backwards. I don't know. Maybe it's... Yeah, it's too obvious. Yeah, I feel like he don't have a spot for his gun. So I guess we'll give him the little hammer right now. Growing up, man, again, we didn't really have money, to be honest with you, but whatever we had, they lasted us for a long time. So taking care and saving and and having your toys last a long time, like I myself, we learn to appreciate when you don't really have a lot of money. I mean, I had wrestling toys and other toys that not only I played with, but I'm a lot older than my youngest brother, and he got to play with them. And then later on, my son played with them. So that goes to show you, how well I used to maintain what little we did have at the moment, and to enjoy, to take care of things. Our parents always taught us to take care of things, even if it was a toy, if it was paper. I mean, anything important. But yeah, this is great. It's got the nice hologram there. But yeah, this is nice. This is great. And to have this figure now, again, they keep nailing it. I mean, I don't know what else to say, man. Those guys, that whole team at Hasbro, they love G.I. Joe, man. And it translates to the figures and the stuff that they come up with and they put out. It's great. So, hope you enjoyed the video. I mean, this is great. Those of you, I know a lot of people out there, I've seen, this is a great build. I know they have the red versions with the, the fire team or something. That I have been holding off, hopefully, to get it at a lower price. But it's still up there. But who knows? Maybe I'll get lucky enough and go ahead. Even though I don't have his vehicle tank. Because I don't have the room and it was just a little bit too much for me. I still will want to get the fire team just to, display them with something else. Might as well. But that's me. That's how I collect. So anyway, thanks for watching the video. If you haven't, please subscribe and hit that notification and like button. It helps the channel a lot immensely. And we appreciate those of you who stick by and watch the videos. And not the greatest reviewer, but hey, I'm just looking at it as in my view, how I see things, and I hope you enjoy that and respect that as I respect everyone else. And as always, think of your support. Continue to support each other. Continue to be a fine figure, and I will see you later.